jalapeno Papa Bites, the Oreo cookie Papa Bites. Which ones did you have the other day, Rob? You had the Oreo and what else?
I have the Oreo and the chicken parm.
And you said both were fantastic.
They were delicious.
They're like 8 little tasty shareable bites made with fresh dough, grilled chicken, Parmesan cheese, pizza sauce, seasoning.
Love it. Anything dripping with cheese, yes, please.
Would recommend.
So you can order directly through the Ace and TJ app, or you can always go to papajohns.com. It's all the same. You can do it, make it easy. So through the Ace and TJ app, which you're listening to the show on right now, or papajohns.com.
So these criminal masterminds that were terrorizing Florida, in a neighborhood in a town in Florida, were finally apprehended in Brevard County. They've been breaking into to nice homes that have valuables and burglaring them, according to the police report. And the only way they were able to catch them, because these criminals were so good at disappearing, one of the homeowners happened to get a look at the license plate on the vehicle, and she said, "Just be on the lookout for a truck with the license plate being a piece of cardboard with the word stolen tag written on it."
Ooh.
So finally they were able to get
Stolen tag.
a partial plate, as they say. Because wouldn't you think, if you're going to be driving around in a vehicle where you're committing crimes, that you would say, hey, we need even if we have to steal one, we need a real looking license plate.
Yeah.
You would think.
But the suspects' names are Anthony Sosa and Chad Dulay. It's a very pretentious sounding name, Dulay.
Dulay.
Yeah, but can anybody do that? Can you just, like, instead of having to get a license plate, will they forgive that if you're driving along and police go, hey, he didn't, oh, wait, his tag was stolen. I see he's written it right there. His license plate's been stolen, so we're not gonna hassle him.
Somebody took it.
I mean, surely they still pull you over and check, right? Because anybody could do that.
Right.
You could steal a car and just
Sure.
put stolen tag on there, which you're not lying. Because if you steal a car, you're stealing the tag.
Yeah. So you're being very honest.
Almost too honest.
Yeah. But I think they even put it in quotation marks. The stolen tag on the piece of cardboard.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, that's why I want to move to Florida so badly. Things like that, where you're amongst the intelligent of the world.
It's just constant entertainment.
Yeah, like we grew up in Louisiana,
Yeah.
Ace. You know, I miss that. I miss the dumb and trashy.
Just you? Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Weed-infused Thanksgiving meals. High-end dining with weed. They even sell a mistletoe bouquet. Get it?
I get it, yeah.
Mistletoe.
I told you that everything has to be weed now. Everything.
What is going on?
It's cool.
Well, now there's even new recipes for a ganja bread house. It's not gingerbread, it's ganja bread filled with weed. And Jesus has been identified as 420 friendly, according to a Bible scholar speaking to the Los Angeles Times. He said, think about it. Jesus was peaceful and loving. He went from house to house and was always accepted. Only a stoner could do that.
That's true. He was all about peace and love.
Except the
That's what
fact
they're
that
pointing out. They said his long hair and good vibes.
Except the fact that Jesus wasn't a normal person. So Jesus didn't have to be high to be able to do all those things like everybody else would have to be.
They said it's even speculated that the oil he used to anoint the sick and perform miracles may have been cannabis oil.
I believe that.
Of course.
Well, no, because
and
they
this is
probably had
also proof that, in a prime example of the fact that just because somebody's a Bible scholar doesn't mean they're religious
What?
or of a person of faith.
Hang on, did he say Bible? Did you say Bible scholar, Riggins, or just a scholar?
Bible scholar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do believe the cannabis oil thing.
Yeah,
I think
because
that's totally possible.
they've been using cannabis and oils for healing for a very long time
Yeah.
before they even consumed the
and
plant.
it's a natural thing,
Right.
and it would be found in that part of the world. But I'm saying that you could
Afghan
just
Kush.
because you use cannabis oil or whatever or water doesn't mean that you're a stoner. You know what I mean? It's two different
said,
things to me. Totally different things.
Moses seeing the burning bush
Yeah, he was
may
high.
have been an allusion, what is it? A reference to a burning weed plant. He had visions after seeing the
But
burning
you could
bush.
sit and go through the Bible and say may have this, may have that. But if you're a dope head, you're going to sit and find all the ways that things could have been dope in the Bible.
Yeah.
Right.
I also watched a special one time that explains how the burning bush could have actually happened.
Really?
Yeah, there's a scientific explanation for how it could have happened. You know, so there's it's very possible that it did happen, but
The explanation that it happened is actually because the Bible said it does.
Yeah. Ace, you didn't watch no documentary about
I
the
did.
burning bush.
It was
You a liar.
fascinating to watch. It was very, very interesting.
So they wrap up this by saying, so this holiday season, getting stoned might help you get in touch with your higher power. So they have officially taken over
I like it.
Christmas.
It's anything to tear up the American traditions.
Oh my
Just
God!
anything they can
Tear
do.
up the American traditions or
of
make
Christmas,
them better.
Of Christmas, make it, everything's got to be weed. It got to be high for Christmas.
It makes it that much
It's
more
like-
magical.
No, it doesn't.
And
it
you're
makes It makes
happier.
it trash.
No, it doesn't.
It makes it trash. Absolutely trash.
No.
Trash.
No, it just it's good.
Trash.
Do what you want, but stop trying to. They need to stop trying to make everybody else change and look at it their way. If you want to sit and get blasted, I don't care if it's just weed or if you want to shoot yourself full of heroin on Christmas Day. Do it, mind your business, and leave me the hell alone with how I want to look at Christmas in the Bible. Go do your thing.
Well, they're
Isn't
not
that what
forcing you to do
Isn't that what
it.
dope heads are supposed to do? Their whole thing has been, leave me alone. Why are you in my personal business? It's my choice and all that. Okay, it's your choice. Go blast your head off with heroin and whatever else you want to do, but leave everybody else
They're
alone.
not
Let everybody else enjoy the message of Christmas and the Bible that they want.
Once
They're
it got
not forcing y'all to do it.
The whole thing is about
They're putting
changing
it
the
out
way
there
you
for the people that
and
wanna
they don't
do
need
it.
to. Don't put it out there. How about
I
that?
want it out there.
Everything doesn't have to be put out there.
I want it out there.
Keep it to yourself, you dope heads. And I want all of it to be legal for you. All of it for you dope heads. Like I said, as long as you're not infringing on my rights or property, go do whatever. Just shut up about it. Please. Shut up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So, what is a rumor you would like to clear up? No matter how many people you tell one-on-one, it just doesn't seem to get the job done. They still don't believe you. Everybody still thinks this about you or thinks that this thing happened that maybe didn't. I know at one time, I think the first time we ever did this and let people jump on and speak their mind was because I had to clear up the rumor that I don't wear eye makeup.
Oh wow, yeah, that's right.
People used to accuse me of wearing eye makeup.
Like eyeliner?
I think mascara maybe or something because I have really long eyelashes. You know, you ladies don't understand the curse that is having naturally long eyelashes. I mean, we men's have to put up with that a lot. Just catching things as it's flying by, just, you know, especially in the spring. What are those white things called? Daffodils that blow out like powder, like little things in the wind in the spring. Just sticking in my eyelashes like lint rollers.
He's gorgeous. Deal with it. I mean,
But yeah, I had to say, you know, I don't wear. I mean, at the time, I highlighted my hair and all these other things. So I said I wouldn't mind admitting if I did wear, eyeliner. I mean, mascara or something, but I don't. So that's the bad part when somebody is saying you do something that you don't, even if you wouldn't mind admitting it, because they're basically calling you a liar, and I don't deal with that well. Being called a liar. Ace always tries to clear up the rumor that he threatened to beat up an elderly security guard at Disney.
That is not true. I did not do that. That's not true. Did not happen. It's one of the many lies that's been told about me through the years on this show. Real name, not Herman. I had to clear that up one day on the show. TJ started telling everybody that my name was Herman. That's not true. For no
Okay,
reason.
Herman.
Yeah.
Didn't try to beat up a security guard at Disney World. That's been blown grossly out of proportion.
Didn't throw a stapler at Reagan's head.
Never threw a stapler at Reagan's head. Threw it in the trash can forcefully. I was angry. Riggins happened to be close to the trash can. It wasn't at him at all. Not even in the ballpark. What other rumors have I had to clear up about myself on this show? Oh, here's one. Thanks to all the TikTok people. Y'all know this, but my wife did not marry me for money because I don't have any. I used to. Don't have any anymore.
Do people still believe that though? They still
TikTok people do
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get it
TikTok
every
people.
time on every time we post a TikTok with
Yeah, TikTok people are
And
deranged.
It just goes with the territory of being a viral star.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
See, I would think it would be the opposite.
What?
That people would accuse you of marrying her for her money because of the ridiculous things that she has you do on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be doing this if you weren't married to her and scared she was going to take away the money. Like, you're a kept man.
Right.
You know, otherwise you wouldn't be dressing up in women's clothes and doing those TikTok things that you do.
And I can see that point of view. I think they think I only do that because I'm too scared that she would, leave because she's much younger than me and very attractive.
So I don't know how that happened.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Yeah, that's weird. It's haunted in here. Okay, there was an exercise workout routine that came out a few years ago, and people mocked it, and I think to this day they still mock it. Well, there's proof now that workout routine works, and it would be good for you to do. We'll tell you what it is coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Well, it's official. Alexis has hurt my feelings today already.
What did I do now?
A minute ago, off the air, that we were talking about after. What were we talking about? Something with the mommy
term
thing.
mommy and daddy.
And I made a joke about being a part of a daddy group, and Alexis leaves the room, and she goes, "You're the most perverted person in here."
Well, I mean, it's the truth. It shouldn't hurt your feelings.
I say,
Yeah, facts ain't got feelings.
I make fewer jokes like that, or say fewer than anybody else. Well, except for maybe Rob.
But Rob was with you on the perversion earlier in that conversation.
But I'm saying I'm the one that says the fewest things in the room that could be considered sexual or perverted or whatever, and then you got to dump on me.
Well, because when you say it, you turn it like extra creepy.
Well, hold on a minute. In his defense, Rob may not say as much. But sometimes on Share Funny, Rob will say some stuff
Yeah,
that
it's
decapitates
gross.
all of us.
Yeah,
that's-
and
We're just like,
it makes
whoa.
me cringe.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's why I say Rob is a secret perv.
he is a secret.
I bet when
Yeah.
he gets home, he takes off his pants not just to be comfortable. He takes them off because he's got plans.
Ew. That's why his back's all messed up.
Yeah.
And by the way,
who knows what goes on in
Right.
Yeah, you could download the Share Funny podcast every day and hear some of that stuff. It's a lot. So you're saying it's not just for comfort when Rob gets home. It's because
Right.
every day there's some type of plan
Yeah.
of something happening in that house.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
Okay,
There's a
so
scheme of some sort.
Rob is
Yeah.
the biggest perv, but you're a close second.
Well,
But it depends on whether you go
You-
for quantity or quality on
yeah.
the pervs.
And,
Right.
and you have said some things in here that I'm like, oh my God.
Me?
Nah, me?
Yeah,
me.
I think
Little old me.
more than once
Little
you
me.
said something that made every guy in here kind of recoil, like, oh wow, that's a lot. Just tone that down a little bit.
Yes. Sometimes it's abrasive.
It's not abrasive. You guys are
But-
sensitive.
I think what she's saying, Ace, is that when everybody else does it, it seems like they're joking. But when you do it, it seems like it's the real deal.
Exactly.
You know what? That
And your
makes a lot of
voice
sense.
changes,
Yeah,
and you
it's
put
the
on
real
this like
deal.
creepy voice on. And you're like,
I cannot-
"Ugh,
you are.
I'm
I
the
cannot help,
daddy.
though.
I'm the daddy." Like, yo, dude, chill out, bro.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom girl. Es una asesina cuando baila, quiere que todo el mundo la vea. I like your boom boom girl. Con calma. Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
Ace, why are your fingernails so shiny?
I got a mani-pedi on Friday with my wife.
Holy cow.
Oh my
They
god,
are
you
shiny.
got your nails
I need to put
did.
my sunglasses on.
Yeah.
You got little. Was that like gel on top of the clear?
I got a little clear.
Oh, you got clear polish
Yeah,
on?
I just put clear.
Ooh. Looking good.
Oh, that's why you was drinking that champagne yesterday. You was
right.
feeling yourself.
I was feeling myself. Yes,
So-
we went and got a mani-pedi Friday afternoon. A little, little afternoon date.
Yeah.
Can you see him?
Little afternoon same-sex date.
Look at that good.
They're very shiny.
I'm trying to show them to the camera. We're on YouTube live every morning now. Just go to YouTube and search for ACJ TV.
Do you usually
Well, there you
get
go.
you usually get nail polish?
No.
No.
I just did it. I was just sitting there. I was done killing time. She was stood. I was like, it's fine.
How long
What,
will
Riggins?
that
Why are you
last?
staring?
That's wild.
What? They got a little clear coat on them?
Nail polish.
Keep them strong.
Yeah, he calls it clear coat like it's not nail polish.
It's nail polish.
You got nail polish on.
That's fine.
You got your
I don't
nails.
mind. It's nail polish. You,
You
can
got
call
your
it that.
nails painted.
Yeah.
Oh, me and Ace both got our nails did this week. Okay.
We did.
Ooh, we out here.
I know. I was feeling myself afterwards too. I was
Right?
like,
Yeah.
I got these nails. They popping.
He's like walking out with his iced coffee.
Yeah. I got in the car, put on lip gloss. Boom. 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 Boom.
Putting on a cropped crew neck sweatshirt.
That's right. I was good to go.
Wow.
Yeah. Feel
Hang
good
on
about
a
it.
minute. Joey. Wait, stop typing a second, Regan. Something going on. Oh, that was just the sound of Ace's dad rolling over in his grave. I'm sorry.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
Clancy and Thays Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy and Thays has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy and Thays. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thays is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So, Clancy and Thays Construction Company.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Something special coming up on our Share Funny podcast today. Make sure that you go download it. It's 9 Eastern, 8 Central, live on our app, and then you can get the video on YouTube later of the whole thing, or download the podcast later. But we have an update about the edition of Rob and Mayor, the hot show.
Yes.
From yesterday.
Riggins, have you got your guitar today? You don't, do you?
No.
Oh, could have put together. We need a little theme song for Rob and Mayor.
It's bad.
Couple of people that just don't care, but they love each other. It's Rob and Mayor.
He's got crazy hair.
They're one of the greatest and most well-respected comedy programs and comedy teams of all time is called Monty Python. It's a British comedy players and sketch shows and movies and all kinds of stuff with brilliant, well-respected comedic actors and performers. There was a sketch on the old show. It was called The Silly Walker, and John Cleese is the actor's name. And if you don't know anything about Monty Python, surely you've seen John Cleese from time to time on things. He's very, very famous outside of that. And it was a silly walk where you walk a few steps, then you take a huge step with one leg, and he was tall and skinny, so it looked funny when he would do it. And then he would skip a little bit and then do a little trot, then the big leg again he would throw out there. And they said that if you could do the silly walk, it would burn more calories than jogging. So you would look ridiculous, but and you could go Google it
Yeah, this is funny.
and see what it looks like, because it's hilarious. You just watch them walking down the street this way. But people would probably say, I don't care how many calories it burns or how good for you it is, how much of a workout it is. I'm not doing that because it looks ridiculous.
True.
But knowing that it is beneficial to your health puts it in the category, to me, with a little something called prancercise. Do you remember the prancercise workout the lady did? And she said, "This is the way I get my exercise." She was a seasoned citizen, and she would be prancing while she was walking, and she called it prancercise, which it made sense at the time too. You look at, okay, well, that's more than just walk, taking a stroll.
Right.
She's got more of a cardiovascular workout going on there. But people all over the internet's made fun of her and mocked her and everything. And I said at the time, especially if you build up to where you can put on some ankle weights and carry some little dumbbells with you, that would be a good exercise. Sure. Good little workout. If you could prancercise and do the shake weight at the same time, which is another thing that people said, I'm not doing that. It looks vulgar, the shake weight.
I remember the shake weight.
But still, it would give you an arm workout if you did it right. There are just so many things that work that people won't do because they think it looks ridiculous.
The shake weight actually made sense.
Yeah, all of it does.
If it's weight and you're doing high rep, low weight for definition purposes, it would work.
Yeah. I mean, you could stand with your legs spread apart and your knees bent a little bit and just dance from the waist up. And that's going to give you a big workout, and it's going to strengthen your thigh muscles.
Good point.
You might look ridiculous doing it. You may not want to do that out on the sidewalk or at the park.
Yeah.
But young people these days don't have shame. So why does that matter? You know, I'm talking about all the time how the lack of shame has changed our culture.
Yeah, I don't care if I look ridiculous.
Sure. I mean, obviously.
Whatever.
Oh,
I mean, you know, peep the fit today. I mean,
The fit is very chill today. Don't play with me.
I just wanted to say peep the fit because it
fit.
sounds funny. So I say we start an Ace and TJ prancer size class. And Ace, you lead it.
No.
You lead it since you came up with it.
You can prancer size all over the suburbs here.
Yeah.
Different suburb every day.
We can
Meet and do
prancer
prancer size.
We can prancer size down to my place and back, which is like, I live about less than a quarter mile away.
He can have that sweatband with his tight leggings. You can do a legging onesie.
I bet if you prancer sized for a mile, you would be exhausted.
Oh,
Well, maybe not you, Ace, because you work out more than the rest of us. But your average person who's not used to doing cardiovascular workout,
Sure,
that'd be a good workout. And I wonder if that lady ever made anything off of it, made any monies.
I doubt it.
Now that would be great too if we could just jump in and steal it from her.
Figure out a way to make some money. off of it.
Just be kicking food out of her mouth.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
There is drama at the airports this morning. We'll get into some of the details coming up next in Now
The
Trending.
Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Today in history, it's the story of someone we know. We don't really know her. We may not even know what she looks like, but we know about her thanks to her superstar, two-time ex-husband. I'll give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom girl. Es una asesina cuando baila, quiere que todo el mundo la vea. I like your boom boom girl. Con calma. Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 17 years ago today, January 11th, 2006. Eminem and his ex-wife, Kim, the one he rapped about wanting to kill, well, they applied for a marriage license in Michigan and then remarried 3 days later. Their second go-around only lasted 11 weeks before Eminem filed for divorce once again. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
All guests of the Ace and TJ Show stay at the Hyatt Centric South Park, Charlotte. Beautiful hotel, modern rooms in the beautiful South Park neighborhood. They've got two great restaurants. One is a rooftop restaurant. It's just a spectacular brand new hotel. You're going to absolutely love it. It's the Hyatt Centric South Park, Charlotte.
Hyatt Centric South Park, sponsor of Live, one of the sponsors of Live from the Living Room.
Yes.
So there's no Live from the Living Room this week. Back next week, it's going to be on our YouTube channel. That's the gender reveal, the big gender announcement coming.
Ooh,
Thursday,
fun.
January 19th on the Ace and TJ YouTube
We
channel.
got to put bets on what it is.
What would you bet it is?
I think it's going to be a girl.
You think so?
Yeah, I have a very strong feeling about it.
Amanda and I both think it's going to be a girl. And it's interesting at first, you don't, all you want is a healthy baby. That's the most important thing, is that everything goes okay for mother and child. But you kind of have, would you prefer to have a boy, prefer to have a girl, whatever. If I had my preference, I would tend to think boy. And Amanda originally thought boy, but now she's of the belief that it's a girl. So she's kind of switched sides. Like now she wants it to be a girl,
I feel like it is going to be.
which is kind of interesting, I thought.
I have a vibe about it, a strong vibe.
Okay.
I always feel slighted, though, as a man, because everybody will always say, mother and baby are doing fine. Nobody ever asks, did the dad make it through okay? Is he doing all right?
Yeah.
How's the dad feeling?
It is stressful.
It's a woman's world, a woman's and baby's world.
Yeah. So next Thursday, the 19th, it'll be live from the living room. And actually, it'll be from my in-laws' living room.
When you do your gender reveal.
Yeah, because they won't know. Amanda and I will already know. We find out in the afternoon on the 19th. And then we just wanted to find out privately. Well, to be fair, I wanted to find out privately, just the two of us.
Exactly.
This is kind of our what do you call it?
Yeah.
We meet in the middle sort of thing. I can't think of the word.
Compromise.
Compromise. Thank you. Because I wanted it to just be something private. And then we just tell everybody. And she said, well, she would like to have like a fun gender reveal. It would be fun for everybody. So we're going to find out together. Then we'll do a gender reveal for her parents. Not sure if her brother's going to be able to be there. And then my son, Cade, everybody, they'll all find out on the live with everybody, live from the living room.
Well, I mean, since the conception wasn't private,
Ew.
then why would the sex reveal?
Thank you,
Disgusting.
TJ. Yeah. Another rumor I have to clear up now.
Ace TJ.
Good morning. Good morning. What are we supposed to do? Something is going on with our YouTube channels, so you need to go watch feed 2 because the YouTube channel went down and then back up.
Yeah, it's
or
back,
something.
It's back up on now, and it says live number 2. That's the one you click on.
Right. It's
So-
not going to. If you click, don't be afraid to click live number 2. That's not going to take you to a turlet cam. I would be afraid of that if I didn't know any better. If I just saw it said click for live number 2. I don't want to see that.
This is a live number 2.
Yeah, the whole thing is a live number 2.
I got news for you. You're already watching it.
Yes, just go to YouTube, search Ace TJ TV, boom. It'll pop right up there. Just click live number 2 and you can watch.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so the FAA has halted all domestic flight departures across the United States until 9 a.m.
What?
Yeah, they're having a problem with their notice to air missions system, also known as NOTAMS. So every domestic departure, it's a big problem. It is the top trending topic.
So every single flight across America is held for the next hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's nuts right now.
Oh, that is a mess.
They just issued an update that said that we're still working to fully restore the notice to air mission system following an outage. The FAA has ordered airlines to pause all domestic departures until 9 a.m. Eastern Time to allow the agency to validate the integrity of flight and safety information. So
Some people say it's the vaccine.
it could be the vaccine.
It could be. Have you thought about the possibility? It's the vaccine.
Could be.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Yeah, so things are not. I mean, the airline.
And that agency is already under fire because apparently they were warned in, was it September, about the Southwest issues? And they didn't step in and get involved. And then Southwest had all that go down and leaving millions of people stranded throughout the holidays. So,
Yeah.
So it hadn't been a banner a few months for that division.
So people are tweeting at Mayor Pete, who's the Secretary
yeah.
of Transportation. Mayor Pete, what are you doing?
Mayor Pete.
Get it together, Pete.
Yeah, how does that happen?
I don't know.
When you give somebody a job like transportation secretary who's never done anything higher than be a mayor of a small town, maybe that has something to do with it.
It could.
Man. Ace, I don't know if you're in mourning or not, but Stephanie McMahon is trending this morning.
I saw that. There's a lot going on with the WWE.
She's resigned from the WWE, and there's a story out that the WWE has been sold to the Saudi Arabians.
Yeah,
the Saudis.
that's another thing that's big. Would be very disappointing.
Is that true?
There's nobody has confirmed it yet. That's a rumor, and one of the rumors is that has something to do with why Vince comes back. Vince McMahon, amid all these sexual scandals, Vince has returned to the board of directors. His daughter, Stephanie, resigns as CEO. And the rumor is that Vince returned to handle the sale of the WWE for the first time ever, not owned by the McMahon family. And it will be sold to the Saudis or some people from Saudi Arabia. And many question what happens to women now? What happens to the women's division? You know, what will happen to it?
The burning questions. What's going to happen with the wrestling?
Yeah.
But does that mean that now they're going to go back to having chic characters and stuff in the wrestling?
I don't know. Who knows?
You remember
I don't
that,
know what that
when we were
means.
kids? There was
The
somebody
Iron
called
Sheik?
the Sheik.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik. Yeah, I think he's got a podcast.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. It would be a multi-billion-dollar deal that would change a lot. It would frankly turn a lot of people off. I
Well,
think.
where are they going to get that kind of money? In Saudi Arabia.
I don't know.
They're going to have to do
Yeah,
something.
didn't they buy golf?
They bought all of golf.
They just
bought the sport.
just started their own and bought the players.
It worked. And then the Mega Millions drawing set for Friday, $1.35 billion. So Friday the 13th, good luck, 11 p.m. Eastern. Alexis has a lot of dreams. My one dream in life is to ride a horse. My one dream in life is to
Sing.
sing. Right, yeah. What is your little life goal? That's what we're going to get to next.
Something has happened to my computer, y'all. I don't know what's happening.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Today in history, it's the story of someone we know. We don't really know her. We may not even know what she looks like, but we know about her thanks to her superstar, two-time ex-husband. I'll give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom girl. Es una asesina cuando
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 17 years ago today, January 11th, 2006. Eminem and his ex-wife, Kim, the one he rapped about wanting to kill, well, they applied for a marriage license in Michigan and then remarried 3 days later. Their second go-around only lasted 11 weeks before Eminem filed for divorce once again. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
Two of the great things that makes America wonderful are privacy and security. Now, if you need privacy and security, then you need to contact our friends at Lisenby Fencing Solutions to get them to install a fence around your home or your business. They're going to do the top quality work, the quality craftsmanship, and the prices are very, very good. And they do it in a timely manner. So it's not one of those deals where you say, all right, I'm so excited, I'm ready to get my fence put up. And then they say, well, we're not going to be able to start on that for another 2 years. No, it's not like that at all. Okay, so whether it's privacy or security, or you just want to establish definite property lines, and, could also add to the value of your home and your property, call Lisenby Fences today, Lisenby Fencing Solutions. Shane Lisenby will be glad to talk to you. 980-425-0897, 980-425-0897, or you can just go to acetj.com/fence and see them there. We would really appreciate it if you do business with Lisenby Fencing.
Last night was the Golden Globe Awards. The House of the Dragon won Best Drama Series, deservedly. I think it was a great show. Loved it. Mm-hmm. It's a prequel to the hit HBO show Game of Thrones. Became its own hit. But there's also a service called Duolingo, which is kind of like Rosetta Stone. It's an online service that promises to teach you another language. It's a paid service. But one person is reporting their experience while learning High Valyrian on Duolingo. High Valyrian is the made-up language that they speak in Game of Thrones. Spent hours and hours and hours and hours learning all the intricacies of High Valyrian.
Which is not a real language?
Made-up language for the Game of Thrones books and stuff like that.
It's the new Klingon.
That would be the only thing I could compare it to.
Dothraki was a fake language as well, and people would try to learn that too.
Really?
From Game of Thrones, yeah.
So there's multiple made-up languages in the show. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. Why are you rolling your eyes?
Well, I mean, I love the show as well, but come on. What is that? I mean, instead of learning, Spanish or French or even Latin, which is a dead language. Everybody loves pointing out it's a dead language, but it is. That seems more reasonable than learning High Valerian, doesn't it?
I mean, unless you're gonna go to you hang out with people that are huge fans all the time, and you can speak your own language at the parties.
Yeah, maybe.
Stupid.
This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Alexis, what did you do yesterday? You were shopping, and did you go eat somewhere? Where did you run into the young fella that you were telling us about?
I went to go have lunch at Panera.
Okay.
And I had sat down, had my salad and my soup, and I had to go up to get something. And so I go ask the guy if I could take a to-go box, and he looks at me. He's like, "You're so beautiful." But the kid was like 18 years old. And it made me feel so weird because I was like, I don't know, like I just felt odd. Like that was bad that he was telling me that.
Why would you feel weird?
Wouldn't you feel weird if an 18-year-old girl said you were so hot?
Who you talking to?
No.
Okay, TJ, wouldn't you feel weird?
Yeah, I would feel weird.
No. A compliment is a compliment.
Or Riggins, if an 18-year-old girl, like you knew that was clearly a teenager, was like, "You're so hot."
Yeah, it would make my day.
Really?
Well, hot,
For sure.
hot is different than his
Handsome.
would be comparable to say handsome. You're very handsome.
Yeah.
But I would think that she had no intentions of any, like she wouldn't have a desire for me.
Oh, absolutely.
But the boy, the 18-year-old boy, did.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference. That's the difference. In men, most men, a lot of men would look at her like, "Hey, man, she wants me. Whatever. She gave me extra tea." Like everybody gets free refills, you jackass.
Oh, I felt old. I just felt like, boy, you shouldn't be telling me that.
You are.
But it made you smile, though, didn't
It did make me smile. I was like, I still got it. I'm like a cougar right now.
Want to see how I stir that soup?
How old do they have to be to compliment you and it be where you don't feel weird?
I don't know, within like a 5-year range.
So,
Okay, so you're
anybody
32.
is
It's up there
27?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe at least be 21.
Yeah, at least they can
able
meet
to-
you at the bar.
Right, at least be able to buy me a drink. It's just odd. I don't know.
Yeah. And did he say it like, "You are so beautiful," like that, or did he just say, "You're just very beautiful"?
Well, I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but it was almost like he was taken aback.
Yeah.
You know, he like stared at me for a second. He's like, "You're just so beautiful." I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, thanks."
Oh, he was hitting on you.
I can't find the words.
Thanks, little boy.
Yeah. What was your response? Just thank you.
Yeah, I said, "Oh, thanks. You're cute."
Right. Then did you stare at him after that?
No.
Just kind of keep looking while you were eating your sandwich.
No,
Kind of look over at him like,
please.
You're like, "Stop,
I would rock his world.
stop looking at me." Were you alone?
Yeah, I was by myself.
Oh yeah. You probably like lonely old widow woman.
Yeah, I'm not a lonely old widow woman.
That's probably what he thought. He's like, she just took a break from doing candy pecans for the holiday gifts.
It's Wednesday. She's ordering a super salad.
Super salad. I know, right?
Alone in Panera eating soup and salad.
Nope.
Got to go home and finish up her knitting for her Christmas
Yeah,
gifts.
maybe he just felt bad for me.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
Don't you dare think about missing the weekend review on Fridays. Riggins does a lot of work to get that funny song to being funny for everybody to enjoy, so don't miss it. It's sponsored by Calitrin. If you need help losing weight, order Calitrin today at acetj.com/weight loss.
So one of the many, many charming things about Alexis is that it's kind of like a kid on Christmas. Just sort of wide-eyed and taking it all in, excited about the world. She looks up at the moon and gets excited. She'll see like a butterfly, and it'll like change her whole attitude. Mm-hmm. There's something admirable about that. Well, something crazy about that, but also something admirable. To me, somebody who has a cold heart, I admire it.
Appreciate it.
I think it's enviable. But sometimes she'll go, one of my biggest dreams is to ride a horse. One of my biggest dreams is to, what was the other one?
To be able to sing.
To be able to sing. Mm-hmm. There's been so many of them.
So many biggest dreams. I'm trying to think of my other biggest
that's right. She'd say my biggest dream.
Yeah,
this was it.
A lot of biggest dreams, despite the fact that biggest would be the only one.
Learn how to fence. I want to do fencing so bad.
That's a good one about that one.
Yeah.
You know what? We're just talking about this new sponsor we have called Lisenby Fencing Solutions. Put a fence up around your home.
Yeah.
Maybe you could go work for them.
It's a great idea.
Okay.
Maybe they'd let you come do a day.
God, I'd give anything if you went there and said, I'd like to learn how to fence.
Well, come on back.
They put you to work for a day fencing.
He's just too embarrassed to correct him.
Mm-hmm. I show up in a whole fencing outfit. Yeah. I'm like, I'm ready to fence.
Yeah. You're like, what?
Use some keys to the ditch witch.
One of the times, my biggest dream is to get like a sandwich, like a banh mi.
Yeah. Oh, a banh mi sandwich. I was just thinking about that today. That might be my biggest dream for today.
Yeah. So I guess the point I made. Well,
can I ask you a question about this though? Winning the Mega Millions. That's not a little dream.
No.
That doesn't count.
No. Yeah. So what is your little life goal? To Alexis, they are her biggest dreams, but we can all recognize they're not that big.
I have one.
Okay.
I just want to live. I want a house again with a 2-car garage so I can park in the garage. That means everything to me. On the off day, that makes such a difference in my mood every day. When I go to the garage to get if the rare occasion I park in the garage or I take Amanda's car somewhere and I get in the garage, it means the world to me. So much more so than at 5 o'clock in the morning, walking out, having to walk outside and down the sidewalk and across the street sometimes to get to my car to drive. It means everything.
So what is your little life goal? It's not, like Ace said, it's not winning the Mega Millions, $1 billion in a lottery. It's something smaller, but it would mean a lot to you. It's a little life goal. At the Ace TJ Show on social media, something small. We'll get your answers coming up next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Today in history, it's the story of someone we know. We don't really know her. We may not even know what she looks like, but we know about her thanks to her superstar 2-time ex-husband. I'll give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 17 years ago today, January 11th, 2006. Eminem and his ex-wife, Kim, the one he rapped about wanting to kill, well, they applied for a marriage license in Michigan and then remarried 3 days later. Their second go-around only lasted 11 weeks before Eminem filed for divorce once again. And that's today in history.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
Hey, we're very excited to have something in our midst right now, to be able to be working with a company called Stout Factor Marketing. We have a big announcement we're going to be making soon about a partnership. I guess we'll be announcing that we're going to have a partnership with Stout Factor Marketing. There are going to be a whole lot of other details about it that you're going to want to know.
We're excited to be announcing an announcement about this announcement I just told you about.
Spoiler alert.
So now, between now and then, we got to come up with some other details to make it sound interesting. Since we just did it. But no, we know the people from Stout Factor Marketing very well, known them through the years, and we're so glad to have them to be part of the Ace and TJ family here. So if you've got a business, you need TV, podcast, billboards, any of that kind of marketing stuff, just call Stout Factor Marketing, 704-361-8609, or just go to stoutfactor.com. Don't say anything about the partnership with us.
Yeah.
Don't say that I already told that.
Now act surprised when you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Whoa.
This is huge.
You mean with the Ace and TJ show? Wow. Okay.
Did you hear last night there was a fight between Samuel L. Jackson and his wife at the theater?
No, and you never hear anything about him.
I know. It's being
Why were they fighting about?
No one seems to know, but apparently it was a big explosive fight. They were going to some sort of theater charity function, and they were in the press room, and they were saying that clearly they arrived already in a fight because he left her at the event and stormed out. And he's been married to this woman for over
45 years or something.
Yeah. So said they were apparently in a fight when they arrived. They posed for pictures together, then the fight went on. And she went to the event solo.
I didn't know what they were fighting about.
Probably because she told him he's not as smart as he thinks he is.
Okay.
Right.
And
I'm just gonna go that right.
That's probably exactly what it was.
And so somebody finally said it, and he couldn't take it. That's just what I'm guessing.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm Samuel L. Jackson, I've been working in some great movies, and I've done some bad movies. You know, he'll tell you for a paycheck, nothing wrong with that. If she gives me any kind of grief,
Be like, shh,
I'm
quiet, woman.
well, I wouldn't quite phrase it like that. But I get what you're saying, and I kind of agree. I'd flip out.
No, I'm saying he's just probably flipping out because he's been needing to be told that, and she probably
you think
finally
so?
broke the news to him. You're not as smart as you think you are.
Mr. Glass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's done some good ones, but he's also done some real bad ones.
But as you pointed out, he did get paid for it.
Got the paycheck. That's what
Terrible
matters.
vocabulary.
It's awful.
Ace TJ. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
I don't even know how it came up. How did we start this discussion about New Orleans?
Riggins was talking about this restaurant in Copenhagen that's shutting down, and it's considered the finest restaurant in the world. I said Commander's Palace in New Orleans used to hold that title at one time.
And we looked at it was like 1996 or something like that. And Alexis just refuses to believe that New Orleans is a great food destination or well known
That's
for
not
its
what
food.
I said.
What did you say?
For fancy food.
No, I know that New Orleans is a place that people go for food. I don't think it's the number one place in the entire world. That
It
people
has
go
been
for
at one time.
food.
That
That's what I
restaurant
said.
has
And
been.
Ace,
But
you
TJ said that restaurant, the number one. We looked it up.
Yeah, but I said, did they call themselves that? And that's why it's like they said, oh, we're the number one restaurant in the world? Or who said that to them?
Whatever the
Yeah, but
foundation is called.
It's not
that
like
does
she
that.
just innocently said, do they call themselves that?
Yeah.
She was, do they call themselves that?
Help me, Riggins. Help me, Riggins. That's the only way, right? Yeah. Right? That's the only way. They just say in Louisiana stuff.
All I said was, okay, who calling them that? That's what I said. Because, I mean, I'm sure if you go to France and they're like, hey, have you guys heard of New Orleans being the number one place in the world for food? They're probably going to be like, that's not true.
I bet you they won't.
Yeah,
I bet
exactly.
you they won't. I bet you could find the finest chef in France and say, what do you think about New Orleans cuisine? And he or she would probably say it's fantastic,
Okay.
however, whatever that is in France.
Well, Ace, and I don't know why
French.
you're getting upset about it because you call it cooking cheese. So out of all like fancy cuisine, I don't know why you even are getting upset about it.
Why is she gonna come at me over that?
You came
That has
in-
nothing-
You just gave it her. What are you
I came
talking
at her
about?
over
You
something
said I'm
different
driving
topic.
you crazy.
It's made me nuts.
You
because
grossly mischaracterized what she
I
said.
grossly did not mischaracterize.
Yeah,
TJ
you
did not
did.
mischaracterize what she said.
Of
I
course
did
you're
not.
gonna ask
Not
him,
at all.
and he's
I did
gonna
not.
say
Not at all. She's acting like we're the dumbest hicks in the world to think that, to be saying that the restaurants in New Orleans are considered some of the best cuisine in the world and have been awarded that at times. She's acting like we're the dumbest, hillbillies and rubber boot wearing, swamp dwelling fools.
I've never eaten a fine restaurant meal in my life. I'm just eating a triple decker everywhere I go.
And the thing is that she's lashing out because she is from the restaurant world and she doesn't even know this, and that's what's really getting to her. The fact that I'm saying I can't believe you didn't know that.
That's how you said it?
That's just
That's how you said it? That nicely and
hurts me.
calmly?
That hurts me that
Don't
you
even
didn't
play
know
with me.
this.
I'm not even getting upset. Y'all are
I'm
getting
ashamed.
upset.
I'm ashamed.
Just,
that
I
you-
can't believe you don't know that.
I don't think so.
Like, okay.
I don't think that was
That was
my delivery.
exactly. I nailed it to a T.
No, you didn't.
I could listen to this.
No, you didn't. Bless.
I'm going to read you. This is an article that says the 5 best food cities in the world: Rome, Florence, Rome, Florence, Paris, Barcelona, New Orleans.
What's the
Have
source?
y'all ever eaten in fine restaurants in New Orleans?
Never.
Never. Have you been to New Orleans?
No,
Alexis?
I'm not saying that it's
Okay,
not
why don't you
known for
call your
good
friend
food.
Chef Dave? Call Chef Dave or Rocco or one of those famous chefs you know and ask them their opinion of New Orleans restaurants.
Did I say that there's not good food in New Orleans? I said I know it's known for good food. I just don't think that the magnitude as to what you guys are saying is correct in everybody's opinion.
That's all I'm saying. Ask them.
And I just
those are chefs that you trust, right?
Get on the horn.
You mentioned Paris. I looked it up. 5 best food cities in the world. It's labeled as one of them in this article I'm looking at.
Okay. I believe you. I definitely believe Ace. I trust his judgment on food all the time.
There she goes.
Like you can't even read the internet.
Right. I can't read the internet. I have no class whatsoever. I have no idea.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Dusty Irwin.
I like that.
What is your little life goal? Something small. We're not talking about winning the $1.4 billion jackpot. It's a little life goal. Like there's a woman on TikTok. She goes by the name Josephine. She said, I grew up wanting a lot of perfume. And now she's got it. She's got 400 bottles of perfume.
Sheesh.
A bit excessive?
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Does
How
it
do you
expire?
how do you even pick a scent?
It has to. Perfume has to expire over time, right?
Probably less. I mean, it's alcohol. I don't know. But 400, I mean, you've got thousands invested in perfume at that point. And she doesn't. She does have a favorite, and it's pretty affordable. It's called Too Glossy or something, or Me Glossy, something like that. But anyway, that was her life goal growing up. She wanted a lot of perfume. What is your little life goal?
I don't know if this one counts for me, but I would like to go for maybe 3 days. And everywhere I go and people I communicate with understand me and get me.
Good luck.
You know, and not argue with the point that I make or tell me it's ridiculous for even thinking that way, or either just look at me like a tree full of owls because they don't get the humor in whatever I said. I mean, just for 3 days, I would like that. And I would say 1 day, but 1 day would be nothing because there are a lot of days where I wouldn't come in contact with people.
Yeah. 3's a long time.
Yeah. Just so I don't have to explain myself or say, hey, look, I didn't mean anything by that. It's just you don't have a sense of humor, or your sense of humor is not as sophisticated as it should be.
Yeah, well,
you know,
we got to start
those
over.
types of things.
Got to restart the clock already.
What's yours, Riggins? You have a little life goal?
Yeah, to eat nacho fries from Taco Bell.
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
see them on the TV. I
Well, go
know
buy
I would
them.
like them. Huh?
Go buy them.
I know. Well, that's kind of the whole idea. Is like you could do a lot of these things.
Not right now. They're gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, exactly.
Just
I
crushed your
can't
dream.
Again.
Crushed your
That's the
dream.
problem. Like they put them up and they're there for a week and then they're gone.
And
The
Rob,
supply chain.
Rob
Yeah,
comes
he's
in
just-
so hot. Oh,
Not right now. They're gone.
Your dreams are crushed.
He just comes in over the top.
Pick a new
It's
dream.
so dramatic. He didn't say it like, well, they were just for a limited time. They won't bring them back for a while. Or they're gone.
They're gone. Good luck with that. Didn't he say good luck? They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Stupid dream.
The dream hammer in the other room.
Devastation.
The dream jackhammer.
My biggest small dream is to go to Harry Potter World.
Okay, good one.
Because I really want to go. I've never been, and I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Wait, at Universal?
At Universal.
It's awesome.
And I just found out they opened like a Harry Potter store in New York, which is a pretty big deal. So
Yeah. I saw people waiting.
it's a pretty big deal.
People waiting 6 hours to ride some kind of a ride at Harry Potter World that just
I
opened.
need to go. I need to go for my soul to be complete.
Well, you can drive down there. It's about an 8-hour drive from here.
Yeah.
If I'm waiting 6 hours to get on a ride, it better be a stairway to heaven. An escalator taking me right to the pearly gates to touch the face of God. If I'm waiting 6 hours in line.
I told y'all that time that I was at Universal, they opened whatever that ride was that we went and got in line for with my kids. And Cade, who's now 20, he was young. He was way into Harry Potter. And I said, how long is the wait from here to the guy that was working there? He goes, from here, about 4 hours.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, oh, dude, no. And so we had to convince him. And I told him, of course, that's the one ride you want to do. And I told him, I bribed him. I told him we could go to Harry Potter World. I'd buy him 2 wands. Or we could wait in this ride, but you're not going to get any wands because it's going to be closed once we get out of here.
How many wands
went
have
for the
you
wands?
had, Alexis?
Just currently one.
One.
Yeah, but
One.
I would rather experience hairy potted meat than wait that long
You're
in
so
a line.
Yeah.
You know, potted meat with hair coming out.
Ew.
Of it.
So gross.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, I've got some devastating news for the animal lovers in the room. You brace yourselves. I'm going to share this shocking story next.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom girl. Es una asesina cuando baila, quiere que todo el mundo la vea. I like your boom boom girl. Con calma. Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom.
Temperature regulation,
Pressure relief.
built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
All right. Just when I find out that something is a thing, it's already turned into a bad thing. This is in the Denver Sheriff's Department, Denver, Colorado. Deputy Daniel Rodriguez is going to serve a 3-day suspension for using excessive force on a man who was intoxicated and fighting with deputies while they were trying to get him in his jail cell. So Deputy Rodriguez is in trouble and being suspended because the excessive force, they said, was because he used nunchucks on him.
Whoa. I've never heard of a cop using nunchucks.
And evidently, they, at least in the Denver Sheriff's Department, they were acceptable. They call them something else, not nunchucks. They call them OPNs, which is short for Orchid Police Nunchako.
Nunchakos.
Nunchakos.
So why are nunchucks excessive and a baton is not?
Is it something to do with how he used them?
Everything is going upside that head.
Yeah.
And if I saw a cop pull out some nunchucks, start whipping them around and working them, as they say. Hey, can you work nunchucks? I'm sorry, can you work nunchucks?
Nunchucks, yeah.
That would be.
He started working them nunchucks.
Who wouldn't get attention at that?
Yeah. If he knows how to use them, that's intimidating.
They should be trained. All cops should be trained in ninja stuff.
When I saw my old neighbor, Mr. James, with nunchucks, that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Because he could really work them.
Yeah, he was working them and doing tricks and stuff.
I'm not going to lie. Nunchucks are cool. I would love to be able to do nunchucks.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call, if I was a criminal, I would be dumb to come across someone with nunchucks.
Yeah, and why can't the police use those in their war on crime?
Could it be that he could use them? He just used them beyond the point that he could have stopped. Like if he subdued the person, then kept nunchucking him,
like blanketed him.
Yeah,
where they throw a blanket over your head and just gang up, beating you, and you don't know who it is or where it's coming from. I don't think he did that, but maybe. Who knows?
Ace TJ 5G.
I don't know that anybody puts out bird feeders anymore unless you're 1,000.
I put out a bird feeder like 6 months ago. And I went to the store and bought it and everything, like looking for it specifically.
Yeah, my friend Mark has a bunch of them. He's all into that.
Is he a birder?
Yeah, that's what he calls himself, a birder.
A birder. Somebody who watches bird. Alexis, you live in an apartment. Where'd you put the bird feeder?
I put it on like the edge of my not patio, but whatever it is.
Like the railing?
The railing, yeah.
You hung it over the railing somehow?
Yeah.
You put bird seed or
It was for hummingbirds, so I made the water and sugar concoction.
Did you attract hummingbirds?
I did. There was a hummingbird that was like flying all the way up because I'm like on the top floor, so I was surprised. And I was like, I got to feed it.
Did you name it?
I did.
What's his name?
Tinkerbell.
Oh.
How many floors up are you?
On the 4th floor.
Okay.
But I've never seen a hummingbird like that high up.
I didn't know how high hummingbirds went.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking. I don't know.
So I needed to.
You didn't know that?
I know nothing. I'm not
You don't know about the average height that a hummingbird flies?
No. I'm not a big bird person. You know what I mean? I don't know a lot about birds. I love them. I think they're awesome. I just don't know much about them.
A new report says that bird feeders should be placed within 18 inches of windows to prevent potentially fatal collisions. This is the first research of its kind, and they said a lot of the time a bird will fly into the window and then fly off, and you assume that bird is fine. They said a good portion of that time that bird only makes it, a couple more yards and then dies. So keep your bird feeders. Well, I'm sorry. It's the first time we've learned something like this. Bird window collisions happen all over the world throughout the year, but the frequency and severity of the collisions was not previously known.
Yeah.
It's happening all the time. We're killing the birds.
Right. So now we're going to be overrun with birds, and they're going to kill each other.
I'm fine.
I mean, having them run into windows and all this, that's just nature.
That's nature is what that is.
That's just how it works. That's how it's got meant for us.
If Ellen can stand out in her yard that's flooding or something in the middle of a storm and say Mother Nature's mad at us because we haven't been treating her right, I can say that reflective windows are nature's way of killing birds.
Stop it.
Circle of life.
Thinning out the herd. Thinning the flock. It's just as ridiculous as what Ellen said. So, no more ridiculous.
Mother Nature's
So I'm
mad at
sticking
us.
with that. I mean, God put those windows there for a reason.
Don't put God in it.
I don't care.
Good answer.
I'll put God in it.
Yeah. Now she knows what it feels like. That's a good answer. I don't care.
Hear the Ace and TJ Show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ Show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Today in history, it's the story of someone we know. We don't really know her. We may not even know what she looks like, but we know about her thanks to her superstar, two-time ex-husband. I'll give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom girl. Es una asesina cuando baila, quiere que todo el mundo la vea. I like your boom boom girl. Con calma. Yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 17 years ago today, January 11th, 2006. Eminem and his ex-wife, Kim, the one he rapped about wanting to kill, well, they applied for a marriage license in Michigan and then remarried 3 days later. Their second go-around only lasted 11 weeks before Eminem filed for divorce once again. And that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
Let's go. The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go. This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
You lying. So we were just talking about the story in Denver where a deputy sheriff has been suspended because of, they called it excessive force on a prisoner when the prisoner was fighting the other deputies at the jail, and he started whomping him with nunchucks. But I don't know why the police don't use other things like that. Nunchucks, throwing stars, any of those ninja type tools, big swords, samurai swords. All that.
Can you imagine a cop with a samurai sword?
Kung Fu Cop.
Kung Fu Cop. I love it.
Are throwing stars real?
Yeah.
Like that's an actual thing?
Uh-huh.
Or they should have boomerangs so then they can throw them and then they come back. That'd be cool.
What?
They're at someone's head.
But I never understood, though, if it hits the target, then it doesn't come back.
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, it
They'd
just
be,
goes down.
they'd be losing boomerangs all
Yeah.
over the place.
So
They throw boomerangs into a riot crowd.
Yeah. That's what
Just
makes
like
it great.
womp,
When you
womp,
throw
womp.
it, if it hits them, they go down. If it misses, it comes back to you. So if you
back.
immediately
try
dive,
again.
keep throwing again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if they're going to do it like you're talking about, Alexis, they could just use baseballs.
Yeah.
Just plunk people in.
Just like slow them down, like if they're like running away. Just
Yeah.
Because a boomerang is a weapon. Like that's what.
Uh-huh.
But I've never seen a takedown with a boomerang. But I need to YouTube that and see how that looks.
You got to go out in the bush to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
They were killing animals with it. You can
Yeah,
kill it.
they hunt with it.
Hit it in the head.
Out in the bush. But I don't think I've ever seen anybody who can actually throw it and have it come right back.
Never.
Like they do those little stupid planes in the kiosks at the mall.
When
I've
we
never
were
seen anybody do that because only boomerangs I've actually seen have Hasbro written on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you and I went to the Olympics in Australia, I took that tour thing out to see the one of the things they offered us was to go see the kangaroos.
Yeah.
The what is it, the pandas or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a guy at
the
that place.
koala.
Koalas, and they had a guy at that place that was throwing boomerang. It was badass because he could throw it. It would go a long way, a lot farther than I'd ever seen anybody with a boomerang. But that guy was just chucking it. It would probably go 50 yards and loop, make a big loop, and come back around. And he could stand. He might move like half a step over, boom, catch it, throw it again.
How does it not hurt his hand?
maybe he has a glove on or something, like a boomerang glove.
I don't remember. I don't know the answer to that. But I know
a
that
pair of boomerang gloves, would you?
What?
You going to Walmart?
Just standing out there in the field, and he was showing how you can throw it. Like if you want to do something, it'll turn ways to make a sharper turn or a wide turn or flat turn. It was crazy. It was great with it.
Mm-hmm. Cops could also use slingshots. Yeah. I mean, David brought down Goliath with a slingshot.
Mm-hmm.
So those are dangerous, but
T-shirt cannons.
Yeah, T-shirt cannons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Potato guns.
But the Australian guy being able to do that with the boomerang, I bet he can't hit a fastball though.
Probably not.
That's American stuff. He grew up boomeranging.
That's the hardest skill in sport, though.
Yeah.
Being a professional baseball hitter.
Mm-hmm. Or police could just use those weapons they have.
Yeah, like a gun.
Yeah.
It's way more accurate.
Or
way more
just
effective.
shoot them with the guns they've already got.
But they've got those beanbag guns that I wish they could turn. If they could turn those into, like an automatic, like a machine gun type of thing, and just mow people down with it.
A machine gun beanbag gun.
Yeah, a machine beanbag gun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Or frisbees that are sharpened razor sharp.
Ooh.
Actually, which essentially makes the frisbee a Chinese throwing star.
A huge,
like a circle one.
I love an effing Chinese throwing star. Man, those are badass, and they stick in stuff, and it's awesome.
These would be American throwing circles.
American throwing circle. Love that.
Or disc.
Those Chinese throwing stars are phenomenal. They're awesome. They're fun to play with.
Throwing circle.
Hey, what you got there? I got a Chinese star. Is it a regular one or a throwing one? Well, it's a throwing star.
Oh, don't throw this one.
But no, they will. They'll stick in you.
They will.
Mm-hmm. You never seen one in person? Right?
No, I thought it was only like in cartoons. I didn't know if that was like an actual weapon, a Chinese throwing star.
I don't know where you get them. Can you get them at knife stores and things like that?
I don't know. My buddy bought them.
I bet you
Didn't
can get
they
them
have
at a
them
flea
at-
market.
They used to be much easier to get, I think, than they are today.
You could get them at the Renaissance Festival, I think.
Could you?
I think so.
I don't know.
You
They
can
were
get a
super
Chinese throwing
expensive.
star at the Renaissance Festival?
Yeah, I think so. I think they did.
It's not very authentic.
Well, I mean, maybe they used them back in the Renaissance times. You don't know.
You ever throw
Yeah, I
one?
think they
though?
do know. I mean, we pretty much. I mean, they had some badass weapons back then, but you know that whole spiked ball on a chain thing. I bet that's smart.
That was cool. And the catapult, when they would set the big, whatever it was, of hay or whatever in a ball on fire and launch that into somebody's head. And when it hit, it would just disperse fire everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be
like
cool.
a big ass Molotov cocktail. Which little dreams we talked about earlier. I've always wanted to throw a Molotov cocktail.
Let's do it.
You're getting very excited talking about all these weapons. This is a red flag. If I've ever
Red
heard
flag, red flag.
I've always wanted to throw a Molotov cocktail party
Yeah,
reception. What's a Molotov cocktail reception before the seminar?
I would love to throw a Molotov cocktail.
10 minutes ago, Ace was like, I'm not going to lie to you. Working them nunchucks is awesome. I ain't going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
It is. I learned nunchucks and the Chinese throwing stars. It was when in high school, my friend Alan was going to be a ninja. And he had all that stuff, and it was awesome. That's when my mom got so mad at us because he brought his Chinese throwing stars to my house one day, and we found there was a leftover piece of paneling. I don't know where it was from. That was in my garage, and we set it up against the wall, and we're winging these stars through them. And
Winging them.
too stupid to realize that
He was winging these stars
Winging them.
into the wall.
and when the star, or not too stupid to realize that when the stars go through it, like a hot knife through butter, and it was awesome. They were sticking into the wall behind. We know it was sticking in the wall, but too stupid to realize that was leaving holes in the wall. And my mom came home. I was probably 15, 16 at the time. And when I tell you that my mom was pissed off.
Well, yeah. You have a bunch of holes in the wall.
She, rarely have I seen her be that mad. She was furious.
Did she cuss?
No, my mom never. I've only heard my mom cuss like 3 times in my whole life.
His ninja dreams went up in smoke.
Well, his didn't, but mine did. She was so mad, I had to call him until you guys said, you got to come down here, because she told us we had to replace that paneling. And she gave him, he was at my house all the time, and she was like, you need to be smarter. Both of you need to be smarter. So stupid. You owe me a piece of paneling out here. Sucked.
You owe me a piece of paneling.
She was mad.
Fix these glory holes you made in the garage. But are ninjas Chinese or Japanese?
Ninja is Japanese.
I thought so too. Then why are they using Chinese throwing stars?
I think that may be a misnomer.
I don't think that's.
Have you ever seen House of Flying Daggers?
Sounds like something I would like, but I haven't caught that yet.
Well, they were Chinese and they threw a bunch of cool things and they did a bunch of awesome martial arts.
Yeah, I mean they have. That's what I'm saying though. It's a different type of martial arts.
I think in Japan they call them shurikens.
Okay.
And if you're in China, you call them Chinese throwing stars.
Or probably just throwing stars or
There's
stars.
There's just stars. Did ninjas really use stars? Absolutely. The shuriken, or throwing star, was one of the ninjas' primary defensive weapons. In contrast, the shuriken were typically used not to kill, but rather as a delaying tactic.
But is it Chinese or Japanese?
It looks like both, honestly.
Are they the exact same thing? Just one's from China and one's from Japan?
Well, when you Google it, it says shuriken is what comes up for both of them. So maybe it started with Japan.
Okay.
And it's very possible, at least in my world, that we just called them Chinese throwing stars. They're not.
Yeah, I would imagine that's probably exactly what it was.
I just searched
Chinese.
I just searched the whole Wikipedia page, and China does not come up in the shuriken page.
Why do people take Wikipedia so seriously? Cannot anybody just go and edit it? You can't really source that.
Not in China. They don't allow it in China.
A lot of things don't just get. You can't just edit all things like that.
But for the most part, Wikipedia is pretty good.
Is it pretty on
Yeah,
point? I don't think you can use it as a source, though.
Yeah. Riggins, what do you think the odds are that, the week we're in the middle of the week. What do you think the odds are that's the first time this week Ace has juggled something about ninjas? Pretty low, right?
Very low.
What are the origins of the Chinese throwing star?
Why do they wear them shoes with split toes?
Why are their feet so small? How do I get my hands on nunchucks?
So yeah, you should use Wikipedia more, Alexis,
I guess so.
and stop using Wikipedia with a D so much. You're not learning anything there.
You're so stupid. Dumb.
Is that a thing? Is Wikipedia a thing? If not, copyright
it's gotta be.
ATJ. Yeah, sure it is.
Look it up. Google it on your computer.
I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Well, it just
indeed a
says
thing.
about Wikipedia.
Okay.
Well, there's an adult coloring book.
It says .org.
Yeah, there's a song called Wikipedia.
Oh, it was a website.
Is a lullaby.
Great minds.
Wikipedia, a wiki of dicks.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a thing anymore, but it was.
Okay.
That's what media critics call our show.
What?
The wiki of dicks. Y'all dumb. Y'all real dumb.
Y'all know. You're the one that said it.
It's not this Friday that we're going to Greenville, North Carolina for an on the road appearance thing, right?
Next week.
Next week Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I ain't got time to fool with it this weekend.
I ain't trying to do it right now.
Yeah. So this weekend I'm going to Jacksonville, the Jacksonville area. Saturday. Straight
Florida
down.
or North Carolina?
Florida.
Duval.
Straight down. My friend Eddie's they're throwing a big 89th birthday party for his mom. So I'm going down, do that Saturday evening, and I'll be back on the road by 7 o'clock Sunday morning back home.
A big 89th birthday.
Oh,
You think
yeah.
they would hold out till 90?
I did a big one last year for her
Yeah,
88.
so
It's
you
kind of
know.
become a thing. It's like every year, like, hey, she's here, man.
You're still around.
Let's blow it out. And she's still up and around and moving and busy and active and all that kind of stuff. And then
Oh, so it's not like we got to hit 88 and 89 because she's slipping and,
Oh, no,
and
no.
we need to make sure that we get these.
for 88 last year that he threw her this big party. I forgot what it was. And it might have had something to do with the fact that she never really had it. Like, she was just talking to her. She lives with him. And she was like, I've never really had a big birthday party or whatever. And he kind of surprised her with this big party. So that's kind of become a cool, beginning of the year thing that he likes
It's
to
like a
do.
surprise every year, so it's not a surprise anymore.
It's not a surprise
Tell me,
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to be careful. Surprise party and old people.
Right.
Yeah.
Might surprise them to death.
You do have to be careful with that.
Yeah.
One surprise too many.
I want a surprise birthday party.
When?
Close to my birthday.
Which birthday? This next birthday?
Yeah, whichever.
Okay, well, we can't now because you'll know it's
I'll forget
coming.
about it by
It won't
then.
be a surprise.
I'll be a surprise, I promise.
That is such a girl thing. Now, you know what? I would love for you to throw me a surprise party.
Do it.
Throw me a surprise party. When is your birthday? In August?
August 6th, yeah.
Oh, we'll probably be on vacation then. So
Well, then don't put a vacation on that day.
Yeah. Rob.
Mm-hmm.
it's not
You
up
ever
to
thought
me.
of that?
It's not up to me. Sorry.
Where do you want this surprise party to happen? Would you want us to be at the surprise
Yeah.
party?
I want
Okay.
you guys to put it together for me.
Okay, well then.
No, you have a boyfriend for that now.
No, yes.
So
all
would
of
we
you
have
guys.
to? Would it just be for us, or would it be for your other friends and stuff too?
Yeah, like I want a mix of all my favorite people coming together to celebrate me.
Okay, but then what does that have to do with us?
Well, you guys are some of my favorite.
It's like, thank God I don't have to go now. I'm not on that list.
I didn't make that cut.
Yeah, and I want all baby animals there. Can you guys do that?
Well, I mean, if I can't select the guest list, then I don't see any reason in my being involved.
Who are you going to invite to my birthday party if you got to choose the list?
Not your old doped up friends. You know, I like that friend of yours called Madison. I like him. He's a really nice fellow, but I just can't see myself, opening the door for a party guest that's sipping on bone broth. He's got a cup of bone broth in one hand and a big fat doobie in the other.
It might be the best party
like,
you ever attended.
How did you ring the doorbell? You got both hands full. Yeah, bone broth and doobies.
A blunt and broth.
Yep,
Yeah.
blunts and broth.
That's what kind of party you need to have.
Blunts.
That's
blunts
the
and
theme.
broth.
I like that.
Blunt and broth.
That one friend of yours is really nice.
Come on.
No.
Yes.
No. I mean, she's cool, but I don't know if I've been around her enough to say that she's nice.
Cassie?
The Mexican girl.
Yeah, Cassie. Yeah, she's really sweet. You invite her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can invite my mom. Oh, no, my mom's not going to come.
No, she won't be coming.
She won't come.
She won't
Yeah, that's
come.
what we need to do. Have it at your mom's little farmhouse. And say, okay, I know you're Jehovah's Witness, but we're not going to call it a birthday party. It's just kind of like a little get together. And it happens to be on Alexis's birthday.
Yep.
Does she even know when your birthday is?
Yeah, she knows.
What does she say to you on that day?
She'll just say something like, "Oh, you're older today." Anything but happy birthday.
Talk about splitting hairs.
So she doesn't say happy birthday, but she'll say you're older today.
Or she'll send me a poem she wrote for me. Okay.
Because if you're not allowed to acknowledge birthdays and stuff, wouldn't you lose track of how old you are if you really stuck to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she tells me I'm old all the time, so.
Well.
She says, hey, you're getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a little youngin' anymore.
I just love the way she works around that. Oh, you're older today.
You're older
What's
today.
Spanish for spring chicken?
That doesn't translate.
It doesn't?
No, like
y'all don't have chickens
we don't have chickens.
in the season of spring?
Gallinas del. I don't know how to say spring.
Oh, Rob?
Primavera.
Primavera.
It's polo primavera.
Okay, well you're no polo primavera
Pollo
anymore.
primavera.
Pollo. It's more pollo, right?
Pollo.
Pollo.
Pollito.
Get your pollo shirt on.
Soy un
You're
pollito.
Esno pollo primavera.
You're no Esno. Yeah. You little Esno piece of shit. Piece of caca.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D where they can see their designs. We go through any changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts will look like. Give them color options to choose from. Give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. I want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room,
garage.
Yeah.
Do
And a
two different
closet.
types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new Closet Niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. Funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ show.
Okay, we have a big update on the Rob Mayer show that we had yesterday going on. We have a part 2 coming up, an update.
I can't wait.
But first, you need to know about the sponsor of Share Funny, which is the Closet Niche. Get your life organized. Get into a good living space by having your closet organized, your garage, all of that stuff, because that can really, if it's not organized, take up a lot of space. And when you have the Closet Niche come and put in the shelves that they do and the neat little tricks that they have to give you more room and give you more storage space at the same time, it just really, really brightens things up and makes you feel good. When you can walk in your closet and actually see the floor and not have things hanging all out of drawers and on shelves and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people freak out if their garage is messy, but a lot of people have to have messy garages. Well, you don't anymore when you have the Closet Niche come in and organize your garage with special shelving and cabinets and all of that stuff. They're really talented. I think that's the best word for it. They have a talent for this, to be able to maximize your space and organization of your rooms.
It's having a vision that most people don't have. The ability to envision something that most people can't see is pretty impressive.
Are you saying they're artists, Ace, in a certain way? They're artists?
Absolutely.
The closet artists?
I would say that.
Closet artists niching around and making your home better.
They're just niching around and making your home better.
Yep. So they also do offices and laundry rooms. And we tell you this every time we talk about the Closet Niche, but it's because we're so proud of them, these desks that they built for us. It just changed the entire look and improved it of this room.
I think it changed everybody's excitement level in the room. I think we all feel better about our space too. Having done it makes a huge difference.
But luckily, behind the desk, we can't see your excitement level, Ace.
Ew, dude, what the heck? Stop it.
They have the best price guarantee, quick turnaround for you. And you can find them at acetj.com/closet and check them out. acetj.com/closet. It's the Closet Niche. So yesterday, the Rob and Mayer show, Rob was telling us about how he and Meredith had a deal where they were gonna go eat and then come back and do their exercises and do their workout together, because that's something that they've decided to do as a couple to help each other get healthier. And then she gave him a head fake and went to bed. And he got mad, and then he didn't do his workout because he was mad because she, stiffed him on it and the whole thing. So what happened last night, Rob? Did she get mad? Did she hear that you were talking about her and got mad?
No, she didn't. She didn't hear me talking about it, I guess. But we had dinner, and I said, "All right, let's get ready to work out." And I could see the look on her face. She was not interested. But then she reluctantly agreed because I guess she felt obligated, because yesterday the deal was I told her, we'd go eat if we could work out afterwards. And so I guess she didn't think I was going to do that. I guess that's the best I can come up with. But she felt obligated, I guess, today. So we started. I opened the Apple Fitness thing and I said, all right, what do you want to do? There's so many things on here. She goes, choose one. I said, oh, okay, cool. Okay, I'll figure it out, I guess. So we just did like a basic stretching thing. It starts off, there are 3 people on the screen. One of them shows you a way to incorporate a chair if you're having trouble standing up or whatever, which is probably good for me. And then the dude in the middle is mirroring what he is doing. So if he says to use your right hand, he's going to use his left, so it looks mirrored to you.
Yeah.
And she goes, I can't. Why is he saying move your right hand, then he moves his left? I said, because he's mirroring it for you. So I said, all right, that's fine. Okay. But then I kept going, and out of the corner of my eye, I just noticed she wasn't even really doing it anymore. So I turned it off and I said, why'd you even agree to do this if you're not even going to give it a shot? And she didn't have an answer other than to say, well, the only kind of exercise I really want to do is go out and walk, which is literally the only exercise that I cannot do right now.
Because you're back.
Yeah, I can't walk for long periods of time. I could probably do it on a treadmill because I'd have some support on the side. Yeah. But I like going outside and walking, I would be stranded.
She'd have to come pick you up.
I'd have to sit down on the road and be like, all right, go get the car.
Call an Uber. Save me from my workout.
Well, Rob, what I'm hearing, though, is a piece of good news in this, because to me, you no longer now have to wait until 7 o'clock at night to do your workout. If you want to do that, she's not going to do it. You can go home and do it at noon every day and be done with it without sitting around waiting on it all day.
And I'm going to, but I wanted to do it with her.
But maybe if you consistently do it and you're making sure that you get it done and you do it in front of her, she might feel bad and like end up doing it later.
I don't think so. That is not how that works.
Last night, there's no way.
That is not going to work that way.
Why are you doing that? Let's go somewhere.
I don't want to be quit working out in front of me trying to embarrass me. I don't want to be doing it.
Yeah, but if he's already done it by the time she gets home, they don't even have to talk about it.
Yeah, not even a thing.
Like, that's what I would do, Rob. I would just start doing it on your own, like during the day when you're there and she's still at work, and just see if she even brings it up again.
Yeah.
She may not even mention it anymore.
She's not going to bring it up again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And she knows that walking is the only exercise you can't do right now because of your back.
Right. I mean, she has to know that.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason for the exercise.
Yeah, and that's why when we go places, we have to park real close, and it has to be short trips. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's common for a 36-year-old man.
Rob, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you believe that she ever actually had any intention at all of ever once doing the workout with you?
No. I brought it up on Monday. Like Monday, I was like, hey, we really should start working out. And she goes, oh, okay, cool. And then afterwards is when she was like, I want to go to Texas Roadhouse for dinner. And I went, okay, we can do that if we work out. So it was a means to an end.
But do you think her theory was, if we go to Texas Roadhouse, he's not going to want to work out after Texas Roadhouse?
He's gonna want to.
Yeah.
She probably assumed that, yes.
And no sane person would expect me to go work out after we had Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, that had to be what.
Yeah.
Why do you find this so amusing, Riggins?
I'm watching the YouTube
funny.
feed and he's dying. I can see it.
It's so funny. I don't know. It's just funny.
The mirroring is messing me up.
What does that mean? It's like, well, have you ever heard of a mirror? It's like, you want me to explain how mirrors work? Oh, I don't know. It's just wild. The bargaining that kind of goes on because he's like so motivated. And you got to admire that. And there's somebody.
That's why I don't want you to lose that, Rob.
There was one other thing. Like there was a part where you have to bend down a little bit, and she did look at me and go, "Your back's not straight." I was like, "Well, I'm effing trying."
When is it ever straight? If we could put you on a metal table, it wouldn't be straight.
I think May was the last time Rob's back was straight.
Probably.
So.
And they got like park real close. Like, he's like a young guy. I don't know. It's just wild.
But I mean, part of this is going to help get his back better.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's
that's the
great.
point.
Right. I think it's great.
But don't you think, Rob, is it a little extra annoying when the person who's putting forth no effort critiques the effort that you're putting into it when you're really into it? Yeah,
for sure. Especially when I look over right afterwards and she's just not doing it.
So how long did the workout last?
Maybe 5 minutes. It was a 10-minute workout because I was like, all right, we'll do the first one. It's 10 minutes, and then the next one afterwards is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And if we don't like the first one, we can find something else to do for the other 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then 5 minutes in, I turned it off and I was stewing.
That's what I wanted to know. How did it end?
It ended. I hadn't spoken to her since that minute until this morning when she texted me. She texted me about my plans for the day.
Okay.
So she went to bed and you stayed up, or did you both just go to bed then or whatever and you were mad?
She went to bed and I sat on the couch for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Stewing.
Absolutely stewing.
Yeah, well, I mean, now you got some fun because doing it on your own and then just the game of waiting to see if she ever brings it up again. I mean, I think that's entertaining right there. If she even says, you know what, I should try that working out again, or, hey, have you been doing the workout or whatever? Yeah. Or, hey, since you're doing your workout now during the day, I'm going to walk when I get home. Any of that. If she just full on head in the sand, don't bring it up, it's going to be so funny.
Do you think, TJ, that she'll mention it at all?
I think after he's done it consistently for a couple of weeks, she'll bring it back up as, wow, I mean, that's good. I really need to start walking. I don't think she's going to bring up doing these types of workouts together. Yeah. Like, we really need to get back to doing that.
You should go to a place, Rob, and just get like some literature from a gym that's close to your house and just leave it on the table. She's like, what is this? Oh, that's mine. I'm just going to have that. Like you're thinking about going to join a gym.
Yeah.
I would have asked you, but
just dust her.
But I can get some stuff from my little friend Jenny from her gym, and you just take it home and say, I may start going over there after work.
Because I had brought that up before I was just going to do stuff at home. Yeah. I do want to go over there eventually, but I want to work up to it because,
Over to my little friend Jenny's place?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go work out.
Okay, well.
See, that's why he's not ready to go right now.
Did you feel? Could everybody listening or watching on YouTube feel the room when she said, "Oh, let's go work out"? And you see it come down. Every guy was like, "No, that's not what he wants to do."
Yeah.
I'll be a great cheerleader.
Well, that's fine. I mean, maybe.
Not convincing, Rob. That did not sound convincing.
Just not anytime soon.
Let me get my back straight.
Let me at least make it to 40.
Yeah.
My 40th birthday, maybe we'll go work out together once. That's what he's thinking. But you got your casual dating friend is your workout partner now, right?
Yeah,
Alexis?
he has become my workout partner.
All right, so then you don't need to go with Rob.
I know, but I just want to encourage Rob. If Meredith's not going to do it, I feel like he needs someone that's going to be cheering him on.
They have people there that'll do that.
But I don't think he needs. I don't think he ever expected Meredith to cheer him on in anything, though. Did you?
No.
No, she was just going to be somebody else there. So he's, like Michael Jackson say, "You are not alone."
Yeah. I needed some,
which is the opposite of what I would want. I would want to. I like working out by myself and eating by myself, watching TV by myself.
Amanda always
going
wants
to the
to
store by myself.
We'll go to the gym together. What time are we going to the gym tomorrow? Okay, I guess we're going together. how long
That's
are you going to work
fun.
out? No, it's not. But I don't work out with her.
Oh.
I've taken her classes a couple times. She wants to work out together. I just don't like doing it. And I've taken her classes a couple times, and it just pisses me off.
Get Amanda.
Her classes piss you off.
Yeah, because if I'm not doing something right, like she'll come by and critique me, and I don't like that, and so I just stop doing it.
Rob, would you take one of Amanda's classes?
I don't know.
You're not ready. Not now, Rob.
Yeah,
That's why I told her I haven't taken one of her classes because I'm like, you're gonna make me throw up.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's before class even started. She's going to just go around with chopsticks, sticking them down everybody's throat. That's these first.
What's my secret?
Well, you've said it twice now. That you took a gummy before you go work out.
Yeah. I took a Delta 8 gummy before going to work out because it just makes the workout not enjoyable, but at least I get it done and I don't complain the entire time.
Oh my God. Could have guessed that.
And I'm like, okay, this is not that bad.
Rob, that's how you get Meredith involved.
Yep.
You're going to have to give her a gummy to get her to work out with you.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work on her.
I just don't see how that works. I mean,
But
I just don't see how you can work out, be focused on your workout if you're so relaxed.
Do you ever hear a dopehead say it doesn't help them with anything? Like it's just like
That's true. You know what?
Everything.
Yeah.
It helps matter. If I have a gummy, if I smoke before I do that.
It's a thing.
It's just like they would never ever if they smoked or took a gummy and it didn't really work well or it was a disaster, they'd never say it.
I
They
never
would
thought
just
of that. You're
always,
right.
it's so positive, it's so great. Everybody should have this. You should do this. This should be your plan before you go work out. Is eat a handful of Delta 8.
Yeah, if it works.
I just don't see how you can focus.
Because you get lost in the music and whatever you're doing that you don't even count your reps anymore. You're just like, oh, wait, how many did I just do? I did like 1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you can.
Most people need to keep up with that sort of thing if you're doing a real workout.
Are you? But are you even doing reps? Are you you're doing 3 and you're thinking like,
No, like more than 10 reps.
Yeah.
Like I do more than 10 and I forget like that I'm doing because I'm so caught up in looking at everybody in the music.
Well, you should probably be going up on your weight if you're doing more than 10.
Yeah, that's the plan. Slowly.
Oh my God, I just did 1,000.
Pretty much Popeye.
Then somewhere she's going, I'm so high right now.
Yeah. Hey, it works.
Yeah, and if you're high enough, you don't give a damn what you look like.
Right.
You're like,
Right.
you're like, oh well, you know what? I can be happy and fat.
Part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over at the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D where they can see their designs. We go through any changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts would look like. Give them color options to choose from. Give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of.
We're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room,
garage.
A garage, yeah.
Do
And a
2 different
closet.
types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new closet niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. Join, search Share Funny, and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
All right, this fella named Chris sent a note earlier. It said, TJ, text Jody asking her if she can pick up some boomerang gloves at the store when she goes. I'd love to have me some boomerang gloves. Boomerang and gloves.
There are a couple of funny trends I've seen people do on TikTok where guy will tell his wife, when you run in, ask him for whatever. And it's something that doesn't exist. And it makes them look stupid. And they come back to the car or they come back to the house and they are furious. But it's very funny.
The joke is on the wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The husband told the wife, hey, while you're there, would you pick me up some boomerang gloves? You probably have to ask for them. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. And then she goes to she's in a Lowe's asking them several of them. She comes back I asked 3 people for boomerang gloves. They didn't know what I was talking about. Whatever.
Oh my God. I would never do that.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I know.
I don't want to waste Jody's time.
She'd be pissed.
Yeah, those are one of the biggest things that pisses her off is to waste her time or be boring. I'm bored. Let's do something. Let's go. Let's get or that was a waste of my time. She's just always moving, going, and this thing I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that, and I'm barely gonna finish this before I start doing that, and so if something happens and she's doing this and it doesn't work out the way it was supposed to at the end, then that was a waste of my time.
That was funny during their podcast the other day. She couldn't wait to get this out. She's like, he's got a new phrase. Some people just wanna. And she was pointing out when she wants to go do something, get up and go. He's like, some people want to take a nap.
Yeah, I saw that. It's so funny.
And you could see it on her. She did not like that crap.
She's the only one that doesn't laugh about it.
Yeah, because she's ready to go, bing, 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 bing,
but
bing,
he's
bing,
not
boom,
wrong.
boom, boom.
Other people don't want to be ready. Maybe some people do want to take a nap.
One other thing to update on the Rob and Mayor show. What about the chairs, Rob? The chairs that you said were ugly that she had ordered that were supposed to be in.
Yeah, I got home. I was ready for the delivery, and less than an hour before it was supposed to happen, she texted and said, "They're not coming." I said, "Okay, what happened?" She goes, "They don't know yet." So she got on the phone after work and found out that they don't know where her chairs are at all.
There you go.
And
so on the day of the delivery, they find out they don't know where they are.
Yeah. And an hour before they're supposed to be there. So she can't cancel the order, though, because they were custom made for her, apparently. And until they are found, and if they're not found, then she can cancel it. But when they're found, she can get a compensation or something. Because this is the second time they've tried to deliver them.
Well, they suck.
Yeah. I'm not going to name the place, but they suck.
What a turnaround. I mean, he goes from living with his cousin, always wearing underwear. Now they got custom furniture.
I think the color was custom because it's so ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to order it from the land of ugly furniture.
No one's ever asked for this one.
That's why they lost it. Because the delivery people were like, "Oh, nobody really wanted this."
Yeah. What the hell?
I bet this lady's man wants us to lose his furniture.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I mean, that's not good.
No.
Because I don't mean this to be rude or anything, but when it comes to the quality and the appeal to the eye of the furniture, I'm going to go with Meredith's judgment over Rob's on that. I don't know why. Maybe.
Well, that's rude.
Just like, anybody should go with Jody's judgment over mine in that one specific
I was going to
instance.
say, there are lots of areas where they should go with yours over hers.
Yeah, every other area. Yeah. And then sometimes I still have, some constructive criticism about her decorating choices. And she always accepts it, and is appreciative of my suggestions, my stepping in and, cutting something off before she makes a mockery of our living room or whatever. Before she turns it into a clown house.
Wow.
Thank God for me.
Thank God for me.
Because she's not making any types of horrific decorating suggestions. Like, it's not like she's saying, we need a disco ball in the living room.
Right.
You would love it if you had a
Ew.
disco ball, so don't even play.
Who would do that?
I did see something the other day where the couple took their not a baby, but like a toddler or whatever, in to take a bath. And now when they go in it, when the toddler takes a bath, the toddler's favorite thing is they have something similar to what you have, and they turn it on, and the entire room lights up like the stars, and it moves around and all.
That's cool. It makes you
They were
happy.
saying how the toddler does a better job of taking the bath because it's happier in the thing.
Yeah, when he says like yours, he's talking about Alexis.
Yeah.
She got a disco ball.
I do, and it makes me very happy. And it turns up the element of the vibes in the room.
Right. It's a grill for the ceiling.
Yep.
Even when you're not high, it makes you happy?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
It's
Yep.
a grill for the ceiling. I love that.
And what's wrong with a grill?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You're just a hater.
I'm not hating anything.
You hate on everything that I do.
No, I don't.
All day long, every day.
No, I don't.
I think it's just everything he doesn't like, which is everything that you do.
So he hates on it.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over at the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future, thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D where they can see their designs. We go through any changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts would look like. Give them color options to choose from. Give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. I want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage.
Yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new Closet Niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
So what time are you taking a nap, Ace?
I don't know.
As soon as you leave here, you going to take a nap?
No, we got stuff to do.
Who the hell is we?
Well, I got work to do, and Amanda and I'll have stuff to do.
And y'all ain't got shit to do.
Hey, Lon.
I got a biggest thing I got to hang up in the closet, in the laundry room. And I got to go buy a new drill. I'm excited about using that. I'm pretty pumped. Because my drill finally, after 25, 30 years, however long I've had the thing, it's finally crapped out. So the charger won't charge anymore. And I looked at getting a new charger for it, and I'm like, sir, your drill charger is obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
Because
now don't exist no more.
Yeah, the drill, the rechargeable drills are now about half the size of the one I had.
They were like, come on, you know the drill.
Yeah, that's going to force me to buy a new one. So anyway, I got this big thing, so I don't have to hang. I don't want to hang clothes in the other bathroom anymore. Because that bathroom is going to be like the baby's bathroom. I don't want to have clothes hanging there all the time.
The baby has his whole own bathroom?
Well, there's only...
Yeah, it's a guest room.
Oh.
The baby will have a bedroom and a bathroom. Because, I mean, the bathroom's in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So
y'all starting potty training early.
It's a rich baby.
But I got to put it... But so I got to have something to put this... To hang wet clothes on to dry.
Mm-hmm.
So I ordered this thing off Amazon. But I got to drill holes in the wall so I can put the... What do you call them? The little things that the screws go into.
Grommet.
The anchors. Yeah, the anchors.
Oh, the grommet is the thing on the little
yeah.
hole. Well, that sounds fun. It doesn't sound like napping's going to happen.
Yeah, it sounds like you got way too much to do.
Yeah, I know I got too much shit to do. I hate having shit to do. Most people are like, I'm glad it keeps me busy. Not me. I don't want to keep busy. No. Hell no.
Hell no. It's free time.
Some people like to rest.
Dude, I wish I could do that, but also my office is just, there is stuff scattered in sections all over the floor. Show stuff, personal stuff, business stuff, just where I've been cleaning out these boxes, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all this junk.
What boxes? Still those storage room boxes?
Yeah, and some stuff I got from my
from your
mom's
mom.
house and all that. It's like, man,
Yeah.
what am I doing with all this stuff? Trying to narrow it down. And then once I get it all narrowed down, I've got some cool stuff that I love, like this frame that came from my grandmother's house that has a bunch of pictures my dad sent my grandmother from when he was in the service in Turkey. But I don't want to hang that frame up anywhere, so I'm just going to take I'll take the pictures out, put them in a photo album kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of stuff.
You know what they say the best thing to do to be able to move through that kind of a job quickly is that when you're cleaning out old stuff, you take the stuff that you don't want,
right,
or that you don't see yourself using, anytime soon, put that in one pile, and the stuff that you know that you want to keep in another pile,
right,
and then throw both piles away.
I do. I do have one regret. When we moved in here, and we moved in 1 week, in about an 8 or 9 day span, the show moved into this building, this room. I moved from the house I was renting into the townhouse that I bought, and my ex-wife and Cade, my son, moved out of that house, the big house, and I got rid of it, and I had to clean. So I was doing all three things at one time, and I was overwhelmed by all of the moving. There was just so much stuff going on and so much to try to organize around. And we were working during that and all that kind of stuff. That I do regret that I just went in and took literally opened up these cabinet doors and had hundreds of CDs and cassettes underneath there and just shoved them all in a box and took them to Goodwill and got rid of all of them because I was in a hurry. And I wish I had taken time to go through them and pull some of the. There was some stuff in there that I would still have loved to have kept, but I didn't. That's the only thing that I regret out of all this stuff. It was a lot of stuff. So now I'm trying to just like be more discerning with the rest of it as I throw it out and try to clear through it.
You know, there are many injustices in life, you know, and the whole thing that, you know, a lot of people live by. Nobody said life was fair and all that. I get hit with that all the time. There is a fellow that calls himself a life coach, and he has 1 million followers on TikTok, and he does a podcast. And he's, I assume he's making good money from the internets. And he's made national news here. This happens to be the New York Post that I'm looking at, is because he went off on a tangent to his followers saying that an ex-lover cannot be considered a friend because, quote, they done seen you naked. You done had sex with them. He done known you inside and out. And you going to dismiss all that history by saying that's my friend? No, that's your MFing ex. So that's why I don't agree with calling exes friends. Okay. Have I ever made national news for saying that same thing? Never. No. Do we have even close to 1 million followers on our, you know, YouTubes or whatever it is?
No.
So, yeah, I wonder, you know, maybe if I set my head on fire and said that, all these things that I've been saying for years and years that get national attention for being so profound and, oh, somebody finally said it. It's a damn shame. It just makes me even wonder if it's worth it anymore, that I'm not going to get noticed. Because this guy looks pretty young. I've been saying you can't be friends with exes or you shouldn't be friends with exes probably since he was crying for the doorknob thinking it was a biscuit. Yet he is the one who is so profound with such profundities pointed out in the national media. It's not fair.
It's not.
Then again, life is not fair.
No.
If anybody knows that, it is I. I just get slapped in the face with it sometimes.
Yeah.
It makes it sting a little more. Maybe if I said it with incorrect grammar or, you know, nay, atrocious grammar.
That would make it better.
Yeah, it would resonate more with the national media.
The Sheriff Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Sheriff Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated, a JT Media live production 2022.